But
but that's why I get my money up front. You got to get your money up front.
But a lot of
these
bitches that come listen, and I'm sure you can agree with me. Like there's some people that I'm sure that you've seen on, podcasts and things like that are just literally doing it for nothing.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of interviews.
I haven't heard you talk like that not one time.
No, I've done my research. When I did an interview with you, I was like, damn, I'm nervous as shit. Yeah. And I watch a few of these girls, and I see a lot of the girls that you interview. They're like big OnlyFans girls, but they're basically cool with just getting slut out. And I do OnlyFans too. Shout out to my OnlyFans. Make sure you follow and subscribe. But I'm not about just that. Like I'm not just gonna be out here fucking just to be fucking. Like it's 2022. If you're not doing something for me. It's just not gonna work out. Whether we're on camera, on OnlyFans, whatever. You gotta give me something, because it's just like I could do me. Like I don't need you. You got to do something for me that I'm not doing for myself. So it's just like these other girls I see you interview. I see them doing their thing. I see millionaires girls that are on OnlyFans that you interview with, but it's gotta make sense. You gotta be doing something for me. If you think you're gonna fuck me, you gotta do something for me. Something major. That's how I feel.
I know that's right.
It's 2022. Like, my pussy don't get wet for somebody that's not doing shit for me.
Yeah.
And that goes for everybody. I don't give a fuck if you're a rapper, NFL player, NBA player. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. What are you going to do for me? You got this bag, but what are you going to do for me?
When did you find out that you felt like Jocelyn was fueled by cocaine?
What do you... Repeat it?
When did you feel like Jocelyn was fueled by cocaine?
When them cameras started rolling.
She started changing on you.
When them cameras started rolling. I've always known that Jocelyn has had a cocaine habit. That's not a secret. It's not a big deal. A lot of people do cocaine. I'll never speak down on her. Like I said, I respect her. But it's really taken a toll on her. It's done a turn for the worse. And when we did our reunion and we couldn't get through the reunion and we couldn't get no questions asked because she was just feeling like Incredible Hulk, I was like, wow, she's really far gone. She's really far gone. But she completely switched up on me once the camera started rolling. We both live in Miami. We would hang out every day, be together every day. And, I was her bottom bitch. Even if it wasn't the right term, bottom bitch, I was her top bitch. I was her right-hand man. I was willing to do whatever for her. Like, before we started filming, she would call me, like, I need you to make this scene a movie. Like, pop your shit. So I was there for her, but I just seen her switch up, and I think the drugs has something to do with it. And I pray she gets the help that she needs. It's serious. Like, addiction is a serious thing, and I feel like she's far gone. I do. I really do.
Damn.
So
I really do.
What came into play when you made the decision to go from Zeus to Now That's TV?
Yeah.
It seemed like a handful of the Zeus girls are going over to Now That's TV.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to Now That's TV. Shout out to Now That's TV, my new show. I feel like Zeus kind of blackballed me when me and Jocelyn fell out. And I don't blame them because it's like that's their bread and butter. Like, I'm just a cast member, so who are they to keep working with me and giving me an opportunity? Because she's the type of bitch that if they would have given me another show or put me on another show like Baddies or anything, that
you would have fit over there perfectly.
Yeah, and I auditioned for it. I talked to Natalie. Natalie wanted to put me on, but she said it was up to the network ultimately. And at the end of the day,
Natalie, I love you to death, baby. But you came up in here not too long ago and said, yeah, pretty much. You are the network, so I mean, damn.
And that's how Jocelyn was, because, Jocelyn and Natalie are their big breadwinners.
I love Natalie. Shout out to Natalie Nunn, man. She definitely came in. I think I did it with me and Gina. Gina invited me on and we sat down. It was definitely cool.
Yeah, shout out to Natalie. I appreciate her. Like, she's the type of bitch that's giving bitches platforms. She's helping these girls who are smaller. Let me put you on. And I love a bitch like that.
When she told me what she was giving a bitch, she said just in a couple of weeks and just coming and hanging out with me. I said, yeah, that's a cool little bag. I couldn't even argue with the girl. I said, oh, okay then,
She's definitely...
I mean, I don't know if that's true.
I
I saw the interview and I seen what she said they were giving them, and I don't know if that's true or not. But on Jocelyn's show, they was giving us $1,000 a week. And
wow,
$1,000 a week.
Said was that's busting y'all little.
I commented on the post and I'm like, that's big cap. But maybe with her show they were doing more. But I know for Jocelyn's show, all of the cast members they were giving us $1,000 a week.
I'm telling you.
For how many weeks?
How many
for
weeks?
3 weeks. For 3 weeks.
Listen. What?
3,000 for 3 weeks.
You remember when?
So that's why I laugh. I'm like, bitch, I make this in a day. Like, what the fuck?
Maybe. Well, y'all's was 2 years ago.
Right, exactly.
So
they've,
maybe, you know,
they've
the
done
bag
some
might be
shit.
different.
Man, because Natalie was talking about, I mean, for
50K,
2,
I
3
heard her.
weeks.
She
Yeah,
said
I'm like,
50K.
yeah, I ain't want to, but she's talking about 50K for 2,
Well,
3
shout
weeks.
out to that paycheck. I'm trying to be on baddies. I don't care if it's west, south, north, east. I don't give a fuck. I'm that bitch for it. But
I don't work over there or nothing, but it looked like the
But
One More Chance girls it looked like they was getting the bag too.
they
I
was
don't know if
looking a
my
little
eyes deceiving me.
hungry. But yeah, I fuck with Natalie. Shout out to
Yeah.
Natalie. She was talking about having me on baddies. It didn't work out, and I feel like it was because I was pretty much blackballed, you know, for speaking out on Jocelyn, and they probably felt like if they gave me another show or another opportunity, that Jocelyn would be pissed. You know, that's what type of bitch that she is. She don't want to see nobody doing better than her, and that's the vibes that I got from her. I felt like with her, you know, you came from being a stripper, you came from being a hoe, but you talk so down on strippers and hoes, and that's just not me. If I was to make it to a billionaire tomorrow, I would never talk down on where I came from or what I did to get here, or talk down on these girls that's trying to make their way out. And I feel like that's what type of bitch that she is, that she just, not to talk bad about her, but
Jocelyn Hernandez.
yes, not to talk bad about her, Jocelyn, but I'm not feeling that. I feel like any girls in the industry, the strippers and hoes, you talk to them crazy. You're a $2 bitch. You're a $2 hoe. This, that, and the third. Like, bitch, you came from the strip club and hoeing too.
Listen, no offense to her. Shout out to Jocelyn, but she talked like that's where she came from. That's what I
She
thought.
talked like that's where she came from, but she don't
right.
respect it.
She don't and I
She
get
don't
that.
respect it.
Like the way I'm saying, like I haven't watched her lately,
Mm-hmm.
but from when I first watched Jocelyn Hernandez hit the scene, like
Love
that's what
and
made me.
hip-hop.
That's what made me respect her. Like, oh, okay. It used to make me laugh when I walk by the TV and I watch somebody watching this shit or just whatever. I'd be like, I was like, man, they done let somebody through the door.
Right.
So to hear her say like it's some bullshit, I'm like, you know, she done
Since she
changed.
started her cabaret, she talks down on the ladies. Like, y'all ain't shit. Y'all some dusty ass bitches. Y'all some dick sucking assholes. And it's just like, bitch, you came from the same life as me. I'm trying to get to where I thought that she was going to be more of a mentor. Like, you know what? I did what you did, and let me help you make it out of the gutter or where you're coming from. But instead, it was just like low blows after low blows after low blows. And me personally, if I was to make it tomorrow, I would never talk down on a bitch that came from where I came from. That's just me.
I'm not saying it's right or anything, but what I interpreted it as, she was talking to you guys the way that she was talked to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all she knows. That was my interpretation of it. I'm not saying it's right.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm here like mediating that, and I would tell you if you was wrong, but truth need no support on that one. That's the truth.
It is true. I seen.
That's
We all
the
seen
motherfucking
Stevie.
truth.
Mm-hmm.
We all seen Stevie dog her and put her second and this, that, and the third.
Sometimes you don't know better.
But
Not even that. I ain't even talking about, man. It's not about Stevie. This shit is way before.
Yeah, way
It was
before Stevie.
Before. It was way
see, I'm
before
not
Stevie.
that far back, but
I'm not that far
Well,
back,
we only
but
know
what I
from Stevie.
From what I know from experience, that shit falls from back. Do
Yeah.
we know what may have stemmed that? No, we don't. But I know the motherfucking ballpark that shit falls.
But we all know
for sure.
We've all probably been treated unfairly in life. We've all probably been talked down on. I had a real Memphis pimp that was real gorilla pimping that talked to me like a fucking dog. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you're sick. You're gonna go out here and get this money. And I know how that made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
I know how sad and upset that made me feel. And I would never make another woman try to feel that way.
Well, that comes with
Why you gonna try to
self-awareness.
say that though?
Huh?
Here, why you gonna say that?
What do you mean? Because
Just
that's
say
true.
That. No,
like,
you just found somebody that was just dogging you. Don't
but
say that.
but you said that Jocelyn probably acts the way that she acts because of how she was treated. And I know that
whoever she may have been dealing with, don't put labels.
Similar to like this, like
You know,
But
don't
I've
put
been treated
labels
like that
because you
too.
ran, but look at the label that you ran to. I didn't like that. That's you get what
But
I'm
it's
saying. You was
true.
like, well, I fucked with a real and just even you putting real in. I fucked with a real stomp down that treated me like shit and just ran me down in the mud. No, that was just from your choices and who you chose and whatever the fuck your soul may have gravitated towards at the time.
But that doesn't give a
Don't-
right to treat somebody else
Not saying
unfairly.
it is.
No, it's not right.
I'm not saying
Right.
that it is, but let's not put labels on
Right.
who that may come from, because that can come from your next door neighbor. That can come from
Your best friend,
your best
whoever,
friend.
right.
That can come from your
You're
sister,
right.
your
You're
cousin.
right.
So I just didn't like that there was a label. I came from
Mm-hmm.
a real stomp down gorilla pimp, and who treated me like dog shit. No, You just chose what you chose, and you had to live with that, baby. If
Mm-hmm.
you piss in the bed, lay in it.
Right.
It'll dry up a little bit. Just try to, I don't know, go grab a towel or something and throw 2 towels over top of it. It might go soak through, but go get you 2 more.
Right,
Get a bed
right.
protector.
And I wasn't saying it like that, but I was saying it more so as in no matter whoever it is and treats you bad, whether it be a mom, a pimp, a best friend, a neighbor, that doesn't give you a right to treat anybody else
got a lot of
fucked
love
up.
for you. I don't like that. You sitting there saying a pimp like, man, leave that out of the category. I'd rather us pinpoint other shit
Like this.
or other people than just like pinpointing that. I get where you come from. Yeah, you might have had a bad run. That's cool. That's all right. I've had many, when I was in the game, I've had many, since we want to talk about it, I've had many bad runs with many sorry ass, miserable bitches.
It happens.
And it don't just be where a bitch is getting beat. Because bitches do stupid shit to try to get their ass slapped, and a nigga try to curve them. Now you over here cutting up and doing this and calling this bitch and calling that bitch, trying to
Absolutely.
slander her name. Then when the nigga comes slap you about it, you play victim. Don't do that.
I don't do
And I
that.
have to know. That's why
I
you
don't
looked
do
up at
that.
the sky, because you done did it before.
No, I haven't did that before.
You've never done that, not one time.
I've never did that not one time. Anytime I got in trouble, I
old
deserved
are
it.
you?
Absolutely. I'm 28 years old.
28 years old.
I'm very seasoned.
Wait till you hit your 30s. That's when you're going to get dirty. Watch. You ain't got there
I'm
yet.
not ready.
You ain't got there to where you've said you've actually hit the cases of fuck it.
I think it's kind of
Trust
like.
me, it comes, homie. It comes. It sounds good now. Let me get this one. I got this one.
Go ahead.
It might sound good now. But when you hit them dirty 30s, homie, you might hit that bad case of fuck it's. You don't know what you gonna do. Like we was talking about earlier. Yeah, you might be with a chick or you might be with somebody. It doesn't matter who you're with, right? It doesn't matter. And you're with them and they fuck around. They say they'll never call the police on you. They'll never do nothing like that to you, right? And then 4 years later, they do it to you.
Absolutely.
Come on, where does that come from?
We don't know. I don't know. I'm not that type of bitch, so I can't answer where does it come from.
You just haven't, you know what I think it is? You just may have not touched those positions just yet. 'Cause
I would never
they're
call
gonna
the
come.
police on
They're
anybody.
gonna come.
Like,
They come in everybody's life. There's always a time in your life.
There's always a
to where
bitter
you
moment.
you have a choice, and a bitter ass moment. Bitter as a motherfucker.
There's always a bitter moment, but I would never take it bitter as far as I'm about to call the feds on you. I'll take it bitter and saying I'm about to smash your windows. I'm about to call your other bitch, do some Instagram shit.
That's
but
whack too, though.
it's definitely whack.
That's like me calling your mama and telling your mama what you do.
Man, I don't have somebody send pornos
Come on, that's
to my
like
mama.
me. It's just as good though. I don't do shit like that.
Yeah.
But I've watched a lot of people want to reach people who don't have that problem, you're not engaging.
Mm-hmm.
But then once you engage, you're the worst in the world. I know.
But when it comes to police,
I know
I feel
this
like
is probably going crazy. But just let us rock, homie. Me and her, we're playing verbal judo right now.
But when it comes to police, that's just a line I don't cross. You could fucking stab me with a whole knife, probably shoot me. The police shit is
Really?
just once you do some police shit, you
me
can't
a
come
knife?
back from that.
me a
So
knife, please.
that's just some shit
me
I
a
don't feel
knife?
like I could ever do.
Got something to do. Go get a knife. Knife out the pantry.
Well, we need
Let's
a
see if she
knife.
called the cops. Let's
just
see what
fucking
she
with
do. No, I'm not a cop caller, and I feel like somebody could do a lot of fucked up shit to me, but the cops is just a line that once you cross that line, it's no coming back from it. And I'm really a product of the game, so that's just a line I feel like, real bitches don't cross. You could fuck my fucking best friend you could fuck my mama in front of my face. That's just some shit that we're not doing. The police, I might get your ass beat, I might get you robbed or some shit, but the police, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Or you gonna get them robbed.
I mean, I'm just
That's how I don't give
saying
a fuck about the ass
alternatives.
whooping.
I'm just saying
Let 'em-
alternatives.
That's a sick alternative.
If there's a wars, I can get the wars. I'm with that. Like,
Yeah,
if, there's
if
gonna
we
be a war,
gonna
you
go
got a
there,
problem,
yeah.
I'm with that. But you saying that you're gonna rob me, that's just because you want to see me down. You don't want to see me with it. That's hate.
You're right. That
That's
can be a
with it.
hating
I
ass
don't give a
shit.
fuck. If you got a problem with me as a person, that's straight. Bring your motherfucking ass. But if you gonna tell me like that you want to rob me, it's because now I'm gonna start looking at you like you weak and you needed this.
Have you been in a situation that
needed
like
this.
set somebody up before?
No, I've never set anybody up, but I'm just saying if it
You
came
ever
down
set
to
somebody up? Tell me that.
No, I've never
look at me
set
in the
any.
eyes.
I've never set anybody up. Sharp. But I'm saying, as an alternative to the police, if it came down to us being that deep in beef, instead of me calling the police, I would be like, you know what? We about to teach his ass a lesson. Not saying that I have, but if it ever got to that high of a beef to where a female felt like, okay, I need to call the police on him, there's other alternatives. You could fuck his life up in more than one way than the police.
But you bitches be trying to die doing that type of shit.
Not you bitches. Not me.
Not you.
Not me. I don't
I'm
be trying
just
to
being
die.
honest. I'm just speaking on it like, man, bitches be, okay, not you, but bitches be really trying to die because they be doing some real dumb
Yeah,
shit.
I don't
and like, or just getting beat up like past its means. They do. You see what she said she's willing to do when she gets upset? Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of certain situations, not saying you put people in it, but just the thought process. That's why a lot of fucked up shit happens and there's a lot of domestic violences that don't even really need to be had at.
But you speaking from how the female's doing it, what about what the guy did to make the female get to this point? Maybe he done took all her money, done took all her shit, done did this, that, and the third.
Last time I checked, me and you both know. Mm-hmm. And I hope you stand with me on this one because this one gonna make or break you. Wasn't it all by choice and not by force?
It is all by choice and not
all
by
by
choice.
choice.
But when a
everything
female
that you did was all by choice. It was never because he tricked me.
No, it wasn't.
No,
but when I tell you I want to leave your ass, that don't mean you take all my bags and all my money and all my shit. Like, who does that?
Had that. No.
So if you want to rob me for my shit, both can play that fucking game. I don't never start the problem, but I'ma finish it.
I ain't never believed, listen, and I feel that I ain't never believed in robbing anybody. I don't think that's cool. I don't give a fuck what the situation may be. I'm not robbing nothing.
Yeah, I don't believe in that either. But if you start the shit, if you want to take my shit and my money or my bags or whatever the fuck it might be, jewelry, whatever the fuck, I'm going to finish that shit.
What if you feel like he took your heart?
He can have that shit.
He took your soul.
He can have that shit. We going to make a new soul and new heart. Like, that shit can be replaced. But no, if you take something from me first, I'm going to finish that shit, period.
All we can do is heal it.
Yeah, we gonna heal it. A new one.
At that point, it's only tainted. We only get one of one. So at that point, it's gonna be tainted.
And it's gonna be healed.
And we can heal that. But just to get a new one, that ain't something we can buy, baby. I get where you at with that one. Like you're just trying to stand up. She's just trying to stand up, Gina, and be like, hey, you know, I'll buy a new one. I guess that ain't something I need to be worried about right now. Sharp, now is it? It's not something that you can buy.
Love don't pay the bills, baby.
It don't. But you know what? But your soul and your heart ain't something that you can buy over again.
Right.
Unless you need a fucking heart transplant.
I mean, I've been heartbroken a lot of times. I've had a lot of people that I cared about deeply do some fucked up shit to me. And it's a lesson learned. You know, you live and you learn. But as far as when it comes to fucked up shit, you know, you got to get your lick back, period. But I'm not never the one to do some fucked up shit first. I'm not never the one to do nothing fucked up first.
What's the nastiest fan request you fulfilled?
To shit on him.
Oh.
To shit on him. And did. It was so gross though, because when I did it,
can you walk us through it?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk you through it. So I went to his house. I'm thinking it's just some regular shit. I'm like, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. He's like, hold on, wait to use the bathroom. I'm like, what you mean? Wait to use the bathroom. I'm like, I gotta go pee now. He's like, just wait. So anyways, he ended up telling me what he's into. No, I had to pee. But he like both. He's with all the shits at this point.
All the shits is wild. Literally
and figuratively. He's like, this is what I like. This is what I'm into. So I'm like, I'm going to need a big bag for that one. And, he paid how he weighed. And I'm not going to lie, I did it. And I never did no shit like that. And when I did, it made me sick. Like, I'm throwing up.
Did it stink?
Hell yeah, stink. Like, it didn't smell good. I'm like,
how did he, were you guys on the floor? How did he lay down? Y'all in the bed?
He was on the floor. He had, multiple different ways. I'm like, look, I can't shit this many times in one day now. So he just laying on the floor and, it made me throw up. And he's like, throw up on me. I'm like, you're sick as fuck.
Is he on his back or his stomach?
His back. He's eating it in his mouth. I have a video on my phone.
What it smell like?
Like shit. It fucking smelled like shit. The fuck? That shit stank. I ate a good burger that day.
His mouth was open?
Yeah, his mouth was open. He swallowed it. I'm like, he probably gonna die. The fuck?
Church, let me stop. I'm gonna throw up.
I threw up. And he asked me to throw up on him and eat it. I'm like, if this is what you like, baby, I love it. Like, okay.
Are these turds?
No, it was more so a little runny that day.
It smelled like Jersey Mike's and some cheese Doritos.
It was a little runny that day. It was a runny day, but he loved it. You know, he really
That
loved
shit
it.
smelled
Did
like
he
some
come?
IHOP 6 in the morning.
No, he didn't
That
come.
shit, the man, the last
I
chef.
saved his name under Shit Trick.
How much?
And-
I gotta
And
ask.
did
this
y'all wait? Did y'all have sex after that?
Hell nah. Hell no. He wasn't into that. His shit was just shit fetish. He didn't want no pussy. He just wanted to get shit on, literally.
He wanted him a Choco Taco.
That's what he wanted, and he was showing me videos. He was showing me videos of other girls doing it, and I'm like, damn, this is a whole fetish. Like, this is a whole thing. I never heard of this before, but it's called scat fetish, and I'm like,
Yeah, you
no.
got scat fetish.
Yeah, that's what it was called, and that's what he liked.
Scat. Oh,
He was
scat,
smoking
scat,
crack.
scat.
He was smoking crack. He was rich as fuck smoking crack. And I was just like, blow that shit that way. The fuck, don't blow that shit this way. And I'm just like, if you like it, I love it, baby. Like, I'm here to fulfill your desires.
That shit smell like some canes.
That
2
shit
days
smell
in.
like some fucking shit. The
Oh,
fuck, I
what
threw
the-
up.
What was the
It
bag?
had corn in it.
What was the bag? He
That-
paid me $10K.
It had corn in it, huh?
No, it didn't have no corn. Corn don't digest. It would have been little corn pieces. I might upload this video on my OnlyFans after this, but I didn't think people
Had
were really
corn in it.
into that. I'm like, what the fuck?
That shit had corn in it. Jenna, you got anything?
No, we gotta wrap this shit up. It's stinking here.
No, it don't stink. I smell good. I smell real good.
No, you don't stink, but like my
You're just
mind
picturing
fucked
it.
up.
He asked. I didn't mean to fuck y'all's whole mind frame up, but I'm just saying it's something for everybody. Everybody got a different
That ain't
fetish.
the worst thing I ever heard.
Nah.
She all right. Hey, like I said, baby, I understand that shit happens. And, you know, for that shit.
Literally.
For that shit, you know, it brought you 10K. Barbara, we
Period.
appreciate you for coming.
Thank you for pulling up on us.
And you know,
Yes.
and if you have any
Anytime.
other detours and maybe later on in the future and you ever want to come back and stop by, man, we would be more than happy to have you here, man.
Period.
Just don't go, hey, 10K, no, raise the bar.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
do
that was a
no
couple
more.
years ago. The price definitely went up. So anybody who's
I
watching
ain't mad,
this,
but you know what? I ain't
the
mad
price
at you,
went
though.
up.
Bitch, I'm not even mad at you because at least you would put yours up into some thousands and you wasn't talking about 300. A Sharp Tank, Sharp Gumbo Special. The Sharp Tank. No jumper.
These bitches better up the score. Period.
Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. And I
Period.
just hit the motherfucking buzzer beater. Hey, Riley, shoot us out the gym.
Thank you.
We appreciate you for coming.
Yes, I had a ball.
Yo, we just hit 400,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. So if you want to help us out, click subscribe, get us to 500K. Yeah.